We bought something for the place around here. We really needed it real bad.
This is a weed burner. A lot of people know exactly what it is and what it's for.
Could
Well,
you turn
use-
it so we can see it?
You could use it for a lot of different things. We picked one up yesterday when we went to town, and a little propane tank to hook it up to. But what happened back in 2008, I believe, there was a hurricane came into the Gulf of Mexico, and when it hit land right by the Rio Grande, where it goes into the Gulf, and it traveled up that river all the way through Texas, along the Texas border. And they claimed it was going to go on, keep on going west towards Arizona, but it actually, when it got up south of us here, it turned and came into these mountains behind us. And it settled just due east of us up in pretty close to Rio Dosa. And it was a tropical storm. It wasn't a hurricane, but it was a lot of rain in it, a lot of rain. And it just sat there for a day or so, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And poured down rain. We went up there on a Friday before it hit. We were just happened to, for some reason, be up in there. We went to a place called Bonita Lake, and it's up in a canyon, and there's a lot of homes, vacation homes, weekend homes in that canyon. And there's a reservoir up above it that one of the towns south of here gets a lot of their water from. And anyway, it overflowed that reservoir, and it knocked out a lot of the homes had little bridges going across the creek, because there was a live stream through that canyon, and they had bridges going across it, and it knocked just about every one of them out. And it flooded, knocked a lot of homes down too that were too close to the creek. But back to the story, the reason we bought this, that flood eventually came down here, and we didn't get any damage to the house, but we had water everywhere. And I don't know where the weed originally, I don't even know what it's called. It's kind of a dark green, and it looks a little bit like tumbleweeds. And it blooms of green flower, but it's real noxious and toxic. And it spreads. It's deep rooted like a mesquite or a salt cedar. But it came in at that time when that flood, and also we started getting a lot of rats down here.
Yeah, we didn't have rats before.
We didn't have any rats. I think the coyotes kept what was around here at bay pretty much. But we got a lot of rats because we had trouble with the vehicles later. I had to rewire do some rewiring on one of the trucks where they crawled out and chewed up some of the wiring. And we had a dog at that time. She was hunting them, Tessie. She was real like Belle. She was a real big hunter, and she was hunting them a lot. But we still got them, not as many. But anyway, this weed came in about that time, and I don't know whether it come up with the hurricane and the tropical storm from the Gulf somewhere, I suppose. I don't know where it came from, or Mexico. But it wasn't indigenous to this area. It wasn't native. And they've been trying to fight it. Every once in a while, the county sends somebody out here to spray along the ditches, and then it comes right back. It looked like the last time they came through, spraying the ditch line, it looked like Agent Orange to me. We've chopped it, dug it up, and we don't have trouble. The horses don't seem to go after it, but I feed the horses well on that occasion, because in this part of the country there's a lot of toxic stuff. If you talk to a veterinarian around here, they'll come out and look at your place and say, well, yeah, that's poison, that's poison, that's poison, that's poison. You know, they're sitting there and pointing at all the toxic weeds, which we do have, like loco weed. But I've never had trouble because we feed our horses good. I've always had the theory from years that you keep them full belly, they don't tend to eat, and if they eat something bad, their full belly will kind of help them along. And so we've never had trouble. But anyway, we decided we tried to chop them and we put diesel on them. I'm really not. I don't like the chemicals they use nowadays. I think chemicals are not your friend. But anyway, this is we chop it, dig it, and we're having a hard time keeping up with it. So we're going to try to burn it out. We'll have to be careful because it's getting out there where I cut firewood, so we've got wood chips, a lot of bark and stuff, so we'll have to have water out there to soak it down after I burn it. But I'm going to go out and try to burn it down and then see when it comes back. I think it's pretty deep rooted. We might have to do it a second time, but we're going to try that.
Yeah.
The chemicals that they're putting out is not stopping it. Once it seeds, flowers and seeds, it spreads fast. And I don't know where it came from. I'm going to hook this thing up and we're going to get back out there. And
I'll be glad to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting so much foxtails here. And so we're thinking, even if we burn the grass can cover it through the summer. But we got to get rid of all this stuff. It just really covering up the front yard real bad. So he's going to do that first. And I really don't want to feed the chickens this stuff. We do feed the baby chicks, and I don't want this to get caught in their throat. But if it comes back up, we'll burn it second time, and so on. Just try to get rid of it. This is the bad weed that's coming up. We dig it up and chop it, and everything just keeps coming. And it keeps trying to flower to make more seed. So he's going to have a big job ahead of him, trying to kill all that out. You can see all these weeds coming up. We put cardboard newspaper, and then they keep coming up. It's just like they got a root that goes down to China or something. But he plans on getting rid of all of it. I hope it'll work. We got a lot of it out here, and the waterways in the back. It likes to follow the water trail. And then our dry pond out there, the circle of the pond has a whole bunch of it. Even though it's dry most of the time, it still does that. So we're going to try to get rid of all of it this year. Hey. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, ready. Uh-oh, Belle got it. Run, Belle, run. Oh. You're the winner, Bill. Bill's getting ready. Oh, show that spark thing you got.
Oh, a striker?
Yeah.
It come with it. I looked online. You can get one that's got a built-in striker online. It's I think it's probably a battery-operated electronic striker. It's built into the head of it, but we just have to wait for one. And this was local. I'll just buy it. They all come from China anyway. Anyway, here it goes. We'll turn it on.
Oh, watch. Toby won't be able to see it or hear it. All right. No, no, quit.
Don't move your...
No. like that. Clean up the fence. Bill is trying to burn the chokeweed out. Looks like a good job. Needs to make sure there isn't no hot nothing in there. Burn up the food forest.